Hello, hello, and welcome to this stream. Um, it's the first stream of the DecentraWise Podcast in 2024. Welcome. Hope you had a great year, everybody. And let's start off this year in a good mood. In a good mood. Uh, so, welcome to the DecentraWise Podcast. My name is Pedro.
And I'm Miguel, and you just join us in our mission to decentralize the world wisely. And welcome to this new year.
Wisely
And
is very important.
oh yeah, so in this new year, there are a lot of stuff going on. So maybe you want to
Yeah, first of
begin
all,
with
the most important thing of the year is grab your drink, sit back and relax, because we are getting nerdy around here. Okay, so
again.
again, year
Oh,
after year, we get nerdier. So imagine 2024 will be, oh my gosh, a craziness. So, um, first of all, uh, I had a great time this New Year's Eve. I was playing music as I'm a DJ. Um, Probably some might know, but many people don't. So I am that crazy. Yeah. So I had a great time playing music for a party, a big one. It was very cool. Um, and for starting the year, what best uh, way to start in the first day of the year planning a new project? That's amazing, right? And it will be a decentralized project. So, but we will make an episode later about that. Not yet, not yet. But you can expect that 2024 will bring a lot of stuff. Okay, and decentralized will launch a very interesting project, right, Miguel?
yeah, well, we'll see. Full of surprises.
It will be really cool. So, but first things first. The first and most important thing to think about 2024 and what's to come. As late 2023, crypto owners reached more than half a million, more than half a billion users.
Oh, when you
575
start saying million,
million.
what? There's no
Yeah,
million there anymore.
it's difficult for me because when I started in crypto, it was like 10 of us.
Yeah,
So, uh, 575 million users is crazy,
it's crazy. Yeah.
right? Um, and this is very interesting because it seems a lot of people, uh, but we can easily almost 20x that.
Oh yeah.
So it's not too much, right? There's a lot to expand, and uh, also there's a question. It's questionable how things are calculated because if they count just accounts, um, I have like hundreds or something. So um, just me because every single blockchain every single EVM blockchain in many many between private and public and test accounts and all that. If we count those all, man, it's a huge number for each person, right? So crypto will have huge,
Actually, I
huge.
just realized I have no idea how they calculate that.
Yeah,
Because if they can see on the transactions if the wallets the single wallets in all transactions, maybe, I don't know.
no, they don't
Do
calculate
they
it.
Bitcoin? Do they account with Ethereum? I'm figuring they are
it
just getting
it's
on the major
speculation.
blockchains.
It's speculation.
I don't know
Uh,
if it's only speculation. They must have some sort of accounting for that, even
yeah,
if
but
it's sort of a number, but they have,
it's very
or
difficult.
maybe on the centralized exchanges. I don't know.
It's very difficult because they cannot know uh, whose accounts belong to the same person.
No, yeah, I
So
do agree, but you can
it's
say that
impossible.
this is a single account and this is a unique account, and it has transactions, so it's a valid account. It's being used. Uh, you can say that
It's an
at least
approximation.
for Bitcoin. Yeah, you can say that for Bitcoin users. You know how many wallets there are. You can know the people that are holding, the people that are transactioning, so you kind of know. So you kind of have some numbers there, but I'm not fully sure how they reach to
Yeah,
this number.
me neither. But um, I'm very happy with the growth anyway.
Yeah,
Uh, it doesn't mean that it will be 5 or half a billion people using this technology on a daily basis. Probably not. But probably it's just an approximation between exchanges accounts and accounts in the real blockchain and so on. But there's a lot of problems taking into account all the things. And so I really think that there is a very big margin for crypto to become bigger this year.
yeah. Well, it's growing a lot, and you can say the same for the amount of money is in crypto at the moment, which is it keeps
Value
growing and
locked.
growing,
Yeah.
and yeah. So it's a growing market.
Yeah, it's crazy how early we are in this space, and the opportunities that might come ahead of us. Um, the most important thing of the year, of course, we couldn't um, pass by the halving or halvening or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call that thing that cuts the Bitcoin production in half. Uh, so it will be around April, as far as I remember,
Mm,
um,
April
and
or May?
it should be April, I think. Uh, but
I
there is a
do have a
countdown.
milestone there on my trading
There
view,
is a
but I
countdown.
will check it later.
I have it on my chart, but I don't have them
Yeah.
open. Countdown Bitcoin. Uh, Bitcoin halving countdown. It's the ETA official one from Nice Hash is 13th.
Okay.
So, but it might change because uh, blocks in Bitcoin are not always
Yeah.
at the
You cannot
same
target.
time.
You cannot target the block.
Yeah. So sometimes in 10 minutes there are two blocks. Sometimes in 1 hour there is one block. So we never know, right?
Yeah.
The only problem that I have is that I didn't mine a block this year, and uh, after April, if I mine a block, I will receive half as much,
Yeah.
and this is not fair because I am expected to mine a block every 6,000 years. So
Yeah,
please make it
that
count, okay?
that sucks.
Anyway,
Statistics sucks.
it's really cool to be a solo miner in Bitcoin with a CPU. I'm that crazy. I just I just enjoy the fun of going from time to time check my nodes and see if there is something in my wallet. And it's like a lottery ticket. And I help the network, right? I run a
Actually, I
full
think
node,
the lottery ticket has a greater chance of winning.
a lot greater, but it's not 6 Bitcoin 25.
Yeah. Well,
So um, there are the both pros and cons
yeah.
of this thing, but it's fun. If I work on this technology on a daily basis, I think the least I can do is help the network with my um, electricity. And if I get a chance to mine a block solo, I will be jumping for, I don't know, 3 months or 4 months. I don't know.
Yeah, I do agree.
And if I mine a block after the halving, I will be mad. Mad as hell. Like the guy from the movie.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, Bitcoin halving is the most important event every 4 years because it cuts the emission of Bitcoin in half, and all the other economic values tend to double as
Yep.
a result of that. Not a direct result, but an evolutionary result, right? So it's very interesting because everyone expects that, okay, if there is less incentives, why should the hash power continue to grow like it grows? And yeah, it's the scarcity effect, right?
Yep. And that's another major event that happens right after the halving. Usually, we are already in the bull market, but it's growing slowly, and since it's expected to follow an Elliott wave again, it just growed a little bit. Now it should come down a little bit, and then it should shoot up. And it's usually like this right after the halving. So yeah, I'm also expecting for that. So let's see if I'm right.
Of course, it has been like that every single cycle,
Yeah.
uh, with diminishing returns. But I'm not sure about this cycle being the
Yeah,
same
this
as
one is
the
kind of
others.
yeah. This one is very weird, and this one I think it's marked because of the biggest adoption ever. So
A-
let's see.
And do,
I'm
do
really
you do
curious
you
about it.
do you feel the same thing that I feel? I really feel that this bear market wasn't bear enough.
It was really weird because of the events that happened since COVID
Crazy shit
and
happened.
wars but you had huge inflation. Um, so maybe that's why you didn't feel this bear market as much.
Man, it is a, a crazy sequence of events,
Yeah.
right? And Bitcoin didn't care. like, yeah,
Yeah, I
it
was
went
really
down a
expecting
bit,
a
but
flow coming out of crypto, and it didn't happen that much.
yeah,
Actually, I was
that's
hoping
because
for
I didn't
more.
sell my crypto.
Yeah, of course, you're one of the biggest whales there.
Uh,
Uh,
the, no, I don't have a hole in here. I'm not a whale. I can. I don't do that thing. No.
right.
That's the only difference, basically. Um, there we have a message. Hi, Victor. Welcome to our tech Telegram channel, man. You are at the right place. I will reply to you later. Okay, we are in the live stream, and I will reply later. Um, and
Yeah, let's keep going. We have another message there,
yeah,
but we can reply to this later because it's not related to
okay, okay.
to this episode.
So, and there we go. Alving or whatever people call that thing. And
Yeah, it's one of the major events on Bitcoin.
yeah,
So
but then
I have good hopes for this, and we were talking about the bear market that we didn't feel that much. I'm figuring that it was because of the huge amount of inflation that we had in euro and USD. So the money didn't flow out that much. So we are hoping that in this bull market, a lot of money will most probably get in, and it will grow the ecosystem quite a bit. So what do you think about that?
well, I really think that this cycle will be completely different than the others.
Yeah, I do agree.
I
I'm
am
just not sure
expecting,
how different.
yeah,
So
what I tend to think is because we never know, right? Anyone that tells you what to do with your own money uh, or tells you that they are sure what will be happening, run away. Okay, we are not those guys. We don't have a single clue of how the market will behave, and no one does, right? So, but what I tend to think for myself is um, with the institutional adoption that we will have if the ETF gets approved finally, or the ETFs, many ETFs, and the amount of uh, selling pressure for getting uh, family offices, fund managers, and all that into this asset class will be something really extraordinary that we cannot predict at all the magnitude of that. If only 1 or 2% of the global wealth comes to Bitcoin, Bitcoin will 10x or something like that. I don't know.
yeah, but well, there are people speculating that Bitcoin will go to 6, 7, 800 k
I don't have a
on this
number.
bull run. Because of several factors, they can justify that if everything goes like this, it will pump to 7, 800. But yeah, well, let's keep it more
Yeah,
within parameters. So I think 100 is
obvious.
achievable. It's very
For
achievable.
me,
Yeah.
if it doesn't reach 100, I would be uh, Very
Yeah,
disappointed.
this is disappointed, right?
Yeah.
So maybe 200, 200. What do you say about 200?
I'm not. I don't have a clue. As I say,
No,
I'm not a trader.
yeah, about your
I
feeling,
don't really.
about it, because this is not only trading; it's about the whole world economy and how it works and how it can go.
I don't really have any value. I think we will surpass 100. That's for me. If Bitcoin doesn't get to at least twice the prior cycle high, that would be an anomaly, clearly, right? But not the one that I think it will happen, right? So that puts us in 140, right? Twice the other cycle high. Uh, but I would assume that this time will be different. There will be more institutional money. There will be more uh,
More retail money.
friction. There will be more volatility on the way up, for sure, after the ETF approval, because those guys know what they're doing. They know how to bring the price back. They know how to make you think it's the last um, uh, leg up, and then everyone runs to get out of crypto, and then it shoots up again, and everyone stays uh, at the sidewalk. So I am expecting a completely different thing. Those guys will make us feel pain on the way up too.
Mhm.
That's what I think, because they know how to uh, manipulate markets. That's what they do on a daily basis. So I expect a lot more volatility, a lot more ups and downs, and um, uh, advantage of the shorts on the way down, on the retracements in the bull run, and it will terrify people. That's what I think, and I'm not sure what to do. Sincerely, I'm not sure what to do. I don't want to stay invested, uh, but I don't
Yeah,
want to lose the
yeah,
trade.
that's one
That's
big
tricky.
thing. How when to get out, right? When to drop it, and one of the things is don't get too greedy. Like you all, but you were also saying that uh, people will manipulate the market, and will the market will look like it's okay, it's starting to drop, and people will start to sell. So there's this balance, which is, am I getting too greedy? And on this specific bull run, I think it will be harder to know, because like you were
Yeah,
saying, I also believe that there will be bigger volatility, and you will see things like coming down, and you see, "Oh, okay, I'm losing," and people start selling, and it's what it's called dumb money, and
yeah,
people will start selling, and I can fit on that. Don't get me wrong, I fit in that category a couple of times, which made me lose a lot of money already, and but hopefully I learned something, and yeah, we will see how this bull run behaves. It will be different for sure, but yeah, I'm curious about it.
last bull run was an atypical one as well,
Yeah, yeah,
because we
well, it
didn't
was,
we
and
didn't
also
have
the
a
bear
blow off
market. The
top.
bear market was crazy.
The bear market was crazy, and we didn't have a blow off top.
Yep.
So every single bull run before, we had like a blow off top, boom, with the amount of leverage getting liquidated, and so on. Um, and uh, we could see the smart money influence in this top, the last one. Looking at hindsight, it's a perfect Wyckoff distribution. Perfect, like by the book. You look at it, and it's exactly like a Wyckoff distribution, and that was something very atypical. Uh, but I don't think we will see it with the pros
I
joining
don't
the
know.
market. I think we will see a lot of retail liquidations again.
Yeah, well, what you can expect is with more money in, what you tend to see is those patterns being more close to what they are theoretically defined. So when you have very little money, those patterns don't occur that much, and they are not that reliable. But with more money and more people trading, those patterns will be more close to the to the theoretical ones. So yeah, again, I'm curious to see this bull run because we have a lot more money this time, a lot more people, and I'm I'm thinking that the patterns will be more reliable this time. Let's see.
Yeah, I really think that also the last bull run was 2020, right? 2019, 2020. And 2020, we had a pandemic, and I think the retail was not tuned in, right?
Well, the retail got scared, because they
Yeah,
figured that everything was closing. The economy just shut down, and they had to withdraw the money so that could make face to the
yeah,
expenses, to the daily
and that
expenses.
might be the justification for that Wyckoff distribution pattern being so perfect, because there was no retail, right?
Yep.
Retail was gone, and they were trying to, like, the smart money was doing their thing, but there was no retail to liquidate. So
Yeah.
that's probably it. But I'm not sure. As what what do I know about markets? I don't have a crystal ball.
Nothing, just
So
enough for us to be discussing here and having some
yeah,
fun,
that's it. That's it.
making some
Well,
speculation.
talking about speculation, it's predictable that we will have dunk sharding in Ethereum finally this year.
What is that?
It's like a roll-up centric scaling solution for Ethereum, right? Um, and also known as proto dank sharding. Blah blah blah. So um, this is the Dankon upgrade, and it should happen somewhere around this year, and that will be also something uh, interesting, right? Speaking of Ethereum, I think the price action of Ethereum is repeating the same uh, thing that happened in 2019. Like, it stopped, and that doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Stop. Can't the whales in Ethereum get more creative? Guys, we had, like, in 2019, we had like uh, Ethereum at between 300 and 600 for one entire year, almost, wasn't it? And just going like sideways, and then it shoot up. Boom.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that it has to gain some energy, right, before pumping up or down. It has to. to consolidate some energy there, and it's money's getting in slowly, slowly, slowly until it's ready to
all
pump.
all my
And
energy is already there.
yeah, yeah,
So
but it's not only you there, right? It's all
not
the retail money that will
not all,
start
not all,
because
around half of it,
yeah,
it's already there.
because the retail money will start to move in closer to the halving, and after getting that amount of the enough energy there, it will pump for
Momentum.
sure. Yeah, so it will have enough consistency to for us to have a raise or lower in price. So yeah, that's why it's stable now. It's but it's like this. It's after the first Elliott wave, it will slowly maybe decrease a little bit, and then it will start growing and it will shoot up. At least it's what I'm expecting, right? So
Yeah, I hope it's going to be like that
yeah,
because
but the energy is everything here. So if you don't have energy, they can try to move the price up or down, but it doesn't have energy to go anywhere.
half of my energy is too much energy uh, to be invested in a single coin. So
Yeah.
I hope they do their best to pump it up, body pump
Yeah,
it
they
up.
will do what they do, and they control the market, and we just need to go with the flow, right?
Yeah, and also another thing that will be important is the account abstraction in Ethereum. Um,
Yeah, let's talk a little bit
it's
about that.
something. It's something that will enable um, contracts to have wallets, right? To behave like wallets and so on. So I really think that the this is something that makes me a little bit nervous. I have to share because, as we talked the other day, uh, Ethereum for us that came from DPoS blockchains like BitShares and Steam and EOS. Uh, it feels like going back in time, right? Uh, all those chains had all these concepts by design.
Mhm.
Uh, and even other chains like XRP or other chains like that, which are uh, predecessors of Ethereum, had many of these utilities by design. And I really think that Ethereum is creating a lot of um, stuff in the application layer, in the layer of smart contracts that should be implemented on the chain layer, on the protocol layer. It's very strange
I
to
don't
me.
know. I think it's too hard now because it's a big
I
beast,
know,
right? And it's too hard to make changes or
I
big
know,
changes in the blockchain layer. So
I
there are
I know why.
it's
I
a
know
lot
why
easier
they
to
are
create
doing.
standards, and yeah, let's deal with this in the applicational layer.
I know why they are doing it. But what worries me is the hacks, the exploitable bugs that we will find in the process, and all that. Because every time you try to do something with a tool that was not designed for doing
Yeah,
that,
I know.
you are
There will be
buying.
implementation. There will be implementation errors for sure, right?
Yeah,
And people do not tend to follow. the standards 100%, and people tend to put something else to add to the contract, or don't implement it just as right, with a little bug here, a little bug there. And well, it's dependent on the implementation, of course. But I don't think that Ethereum has the capability at this moment because it's too
Yeah.
big.
Yesterday, I shared a video about a proxy uh, delegate call uh, bug, uh, and how to exploit it in a Ethernet CTF. And I really think that all these new things will bring a lot more of those, and a lot more work for us to audit smart contracts and
Yeah.
to improve security of things. So it's sad that people will lose money with this, but I completely agree with you. It's very difficult to change the engines of a jet flying,
Yeah.
and that's what's happening right now. Uh, I just thought that it was worth mentioning that yeah, uh, there are risks with this that might occur. So, guys, if you start doing things with account abstraction and with proxies and upgradability and all those new things, uh, test stuff. Okay, test the heck out of it, because even if you test things very well, uh, you need to master the ways of testing and master the ways of finding uh, vulnerabilities. And
Well,
if you can't do it
it's
on
not
your own,
it's not only about testing, because you will
it
need to know
is.
how to exploit it. And the thing is, you can do all the tests that come up to your mind, but if you don't know about the exploits, you'll fall into those traps.
Yeah, but there are like 80% of all the exploits
Yeah, I
were
know
testable.
developers don't test. Yeah, developers don't test.
Were testable.
Yeah.
Uh, One of the biggest exploits ever was a function without any um, security restrictions that did um, a self destruct, right?
That
That
is
is
fun.
tested. That should be
Yeah,
tested,
of course. Yeah.
right? That's why I tell this, guys, the import with this kind of software, tests are mandatory, are not optional,
Yeah.
right? We need to test the heck out of shit. That's boring. I know. I don't like it either. But what can I do, right?
Yeah, because if you don't test it, you risk losing a lot of money, and because we are talking about huge amounts of money,
Yeah.
and just because you didn't feel like wasting some days making some tests, uh, you might ruin a business just like that.
Yeah. Ruin people's livelihoods and so on. So I don't think that any of us will think about it lightly. Uh, but I just think that we can do better. We can get better at testing. We can use the right tools like Slither, Mithril, all the test tools that you can imagine. You can do testing with Foundry, which has all the fuzz testing capabilities out of the box. And do your best. Do your best, because If shit happens, it will not be your fault. It will be because shit happens, and that's it. That's also something uh, to understand. This is a new industry. It's natural to have shit happening, right?
Yeah.
But uh, if we did the best we could, and the exploit was something new that nobody heard of, and so on, what can we do, right? Another exploit that comes to mind was in the transitions before the contracts for using the constructor with the function with the same name as the contract to the constructor specifically
Yeah,
uh,
that was
for the
fun.
contract. For the contract. So people changed uh, to the constructor and forgot one contract, right?
Yeah.
It remained with the function with the similar name as the contract. And one hacker exploited it and initialized the contract and get ownership of it. So it's as easy as that. Those things should be tested.
Yeah.
Uh, and those things are major faults from development teams.
Yeah.
That's sad, but that's true.
Yeah,
So
well, it's the same as any other software development, right? But in this case, you cannot do regular software development. You need to do
yeah,
it seriously.
that's the same thing when we work in defense and space industry.
Yeah,
We had to like
yeah.
we
Make
spent
sure that things work, right?
we were spending like 80% of the time doing tests
Yeah,
and like 10% uh, developing and another 10% uh, creating deployment and security assessment risks.
yeah, yeah. And packaging and whatever it came out. Yeah,
Yeah. So uh, this is the kind of industry that requires something like that, because of this. When the engine or when the plane is flying, uh, it's very difficult to change things, right? And after the exploits, there's nothing you can do
yeah,
besides praying that you can send a message to the hacker and convince him that the FBI will hunt him, and he might be too stupid to believe it,
yeah,
and send you the money back. It happened already several times. Thanks God, there are hackers that are too stupid to understand that they can run away with the money, uh, because there are ways to do it. But yeah, even to be a hacker, you have to be intelligent, and some don't.
yeah.
So anyway, stopping the ranting. Let's get back to the ETF. What do you think? Do you think it will be approved?
I think there's no choice there.
I think there is. I think it would make a perfect uh, black swan event
Yeah,
for us to get a 40% retracement before the bull run.
I mean, I was expecting that already.
Yeah,
I've
but
been
that
saying
the
for a
SEC
couple of
likes to
months
the
that
SEC likes
this
to
should come
tell.
down near to the bottom price,
Yeah,
but it still didn't.
yeah, but I think there is a slight chance that the SEC before the deadline date, like hours before, they will say, "Nah, nah." Okay, I
Yeah, well,
already
they
see
can play with
Gary.
us like that. They can
I
play with
already
it.
I already see Gary with the finger. No, no.
Yeah, with those big eyes.
And then it will be uh, craziness to the downside again. And but I don't think we will make a lower low. I think we will.
No, 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 no. As I said, we are on a bull
Yeah,
run.
yeah.
But what I'm missing here is the downplay for the first Elliott wave, which is not happening, and it's curious that it's not happening. It should go near the bottom, and it
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. I
But
really think. I really think that's a
well, markets are
possibility.
crazy, right?
That's a possibility that the Gary Gensler comes to us and tells spot
you will
ETF,
you will fulfill the prophecy of the price coming down.
spot ETF my ass, and
Yeah,
uh, and then uh, it will be blood on the streets, and I will sell everything I own to buy more Bitcoin again.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Just not.
yeah, we will see. I don't believe that he can do anything about Bitcoin, especially.
I I hope
Um,
not. But in these markets, we have to expect or at least be prepared for all
yeah,
the options.
yeah, I agree.
So don't take it for granted, guys. This shit might happen,
Yeah, well, it
and it
might.
happens more often than not.
I don't believe because I think they kind of dropped anything related to Bitcoin. Not the other coins. Don't get me wrong. The other coins are still being checked, but I don't think Bitcoin. They can do anything about Bitcoin.
Yeah,
I think they figured that out already. Uh,
I think
so
that
I don't
as
know.
well. I
You
think that as
you
well. But I just
you're saying that, and because I was also expecting the price to come down, and it would make sense if something happened to make it come down. But I don't know. I don't know. I think they have no choice. They have no choice there anymore.
yeah, I hope so too, and that's my strongest feeling. I just want to tell our audience that this kind of stuff is regular. When too much people think it's going one way, it
Yep.
rarely does,
Yep.
and this is a good thing to have in mind, right? Don't and the best thing is that if it does that, it's a good thing. It's not good that the ETF is not approved. Don't get me wrong, but it's a good thing for the market. It's healthy to have a retracement before a bull run and so on. If you tell me, oh, the Bitcoin ETF, if it's not approved, then we will not have a bigger bull run as we thought.
Yeah.
Of
Well,
course not.
it's one less instrument, financial instrument that we
Yeah.
have, right? So
But I
one
really
less
think
game
that
to play. So
they
yeah.
can delay it until the end
Yeah.
of the
Yeah. Yeah.
year
Yes.
and then approve it in the end of the year. And then you will have like a gigantic hockey stick.
Yeah.
Okay, and that can happen as well.
Mhm.
So we need to be prepared for anything, and that is something that is not off the charts. So that is also important for people to understand and to know that there's nothing bad coming from that. Don't sell your crypto, buy more, right?
Yeah.
And don't take my advice because I don't do know anything about this shit at all. I'm just talking to you about what I'll do, right? And if you do your own diligence and don't be dumb money, be smart money, right?
Yep.
Dumb money sells
Yeah,
when there's blood in the streets. Don't be
exactly.
that guy. Okay. And yeah, do you have anything more on your head
Nah,
for
I think
2024?
we on 24 we will keep seeing crypto grow. We see already a lot of publicity on sports. You starting to see crypto almost everywhere. So people are gaining some sensibility about what is crypto and how to use it. Also, some platforms are developing infrastructures to help us use crypto on a daily basis. So I think we'll see crypto grow a lot this year.
Yeah.
The preparation last year was huge. So I think this year it will pump, and in 25 it will pump like hell.
Yeah, I think that's we will for sure see a light years jump in usability this year. I think we will have to probably see strong multi-chain projects, uh, like having their own um, internal chains and being connected to multi-chains, and interoperability between the chains and things like that happening. Uh, but mostly, what I would really like to see, or to even uh, help create myself, would be serious applications, consumer applications using blockchains without people even knowing that they are using blockchains.
Yeah, well, it's pointless for people to know that it's a blockchain project
Why
because
should
it
they?
doesn't bring any advantage to them. So
Yeah,
it just
they know they know
guarantees
that
that.
there are tokens, and why should they have to handle all that MetaMask thing and all that keys and backups and whatever? We already have the technology to get this working, and also account abstraction is something that might help on that, but it's like uh, killing an ant with
Grenade.
continental missile. So I don't know, but I think we have the technology to build really cool shit, and at least on my side, I will try to build really cool shit this year,
Yeah.
because I am connecting the dots, and it's all there. We just need to put the pieces together and make it so that people uh, just have to make a backup of a PDF document with their things, something there that they don't know what's there, and they store something
Hmm.
somewhere, and that's it, and they don't really care that there's a blockchain, and or there's keys involved, or there's transactions involved, or whatever, and they just want to do their things, and do them fast without any um, uh, user experience uh, clunkiness, and even better than Web 2. I am really curious about what will come up this year.
Yeah.
I think really
Yeah,
cool
but I
shit
think
will happen.
during last year, projects started to have a lot of interest about user experience. So let's see what 24 brings up.
Yeah. And um, yeah, I think from me, I really think that we have covered all the topics that I had on my mind.
Yeah,
Um, hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve. I hope we will have a lot of fun times in the DecentraWise podcast this year. I'm pretty sure we will. We will be announcing a lot of things soon, and yeah, let's let's make this 2024 a great year in crypto, and let's all work together to bring better financial inclusion and bring crypto ethos to everybody. Humans do human, but they deserve us. They deserve that we help them do less human shit and be more human again. We can do that,
yeah,
and I hope
yeah,
we will get one step closer to that to that aim that is the crypto ethos, which is bringing um, financial independence for everybody, not depending on where we live or where we are in the planet. Uh, anyone can do their own shit in crypto and have the same inclusion as the guys in the major cities of the world. So,
yeah. I also wish you guys the best crypto year ever. And of course, you can reach us in our social media. Send us a message, drop us some questions. Don't forget to push that like button. We like when you push the like button. It tickles
come
us.
on,
It feels good.
they already did that. Of course, they did, right?
No,
And
maybe there's
subscribe.
some. Yeah, yeah, of course. Maybe there's somebody that just got in
There's
and
there's
yeah,
no way.
and didn't.
The,
Yeah, but also subscribe if you want to be notified about new videos.
if
And yeah, no, because you want to be notified
of course,
of new videos. And yeah, follow us. Drop us a message, questions, some subject that you would like to hear us talking about. And
yeah. Thanks for joining us in our mission to decentralize the world
wisely,
wisely. And we'll see you in the next episode, guys. Cheers.
have fun.
Bye bye.